In this Golf Fitness 5 and 5, we're going to go through some exercises using the TRX, which will help your golf. Here you go. So we're going to go through some exercises, helping mobility, strength and power. Okay, so we're going to start off with a squat. Okay, so squat for mobility, using the TRX, making sure it's taut throughout. Okay, so not hanging loose, so it's nice and taut throughout. Feet shoulder width apart, hands just resting by the sides, light loose elbows. Squatting down, okay, if you can normally get to here, usually using these TRX you can get a little bit lower whilst keeping good form, good posture. Nice and light with the hands onto the TRX, okay, working in this bottom position, moving left, moving right, stand back up. Go again, okay, so we're only holding the bottom position for a few seconds, working on that hip mobility, chest up, good posture, stand back up, okay, so reps. Looking to loosen the hips up, looking to improve or extend the back in good back posture as well with this hip mobility one. Next up, we've got a squat jump, okay, so one for power. So, using the TRX as a bit of a guide, okay, we're going to squat down, jump up as high as we can, okay, so it's a nice explosive move. So, feet shoulders apart. Nice soft landing, okay, so squatting down, exploding up. Okay, soft landing, back into that sort of squat position again, and then repeating. So reset, go again. So the last squat variation we're going to do with the TRX is an overhead squat. So exactly sort of the same setup, feet shoulder width apart. This time arms up overhead, keeping the TRX taut just like before. Okay, aiming for arms above the head. Nice and close, not too far wide and not too far in front of you. So really working on arms overhead. Squatting down, staying nice and tall, standing back up and repeating. Okay, so this is working on that good strength through the whole body really, okay, and mobility. So shoulder mobility, overhead, strength, pulling back on the TRX, hip mobility, hip strength, particularly getting a little bit lower than maybe you would ordinarily if you just squatted down, okay. And great core and back strength for keeping that good posture too. Next up, we're going to do a TRX row. So holding on to the TRX, leaning back, pulling yourself up, okay, pinching your shoulders back together, back down under control and going again. The more upright I am, the easier it is. The more leg down I am, the harder it will be, okay. So as it's a strength exercise, it needs to be pretty tough. But if you find you can't do them from the floor laying down, standing up is a great place to start. Next up, we're going to do a backswing drill. Okay, so you can use just one. I'm just going to hold both in one hand. Okay, hand facing up for this one, into a somewhat of a golf posture. Okay, and all we're going to do is turn into a backswing, get a nice, I'm just going to stand back a little bit, get a nice high backswing position. But depending really on where you want to get in your own backswing, whether it's a little bit more one plane or two plane. So hand facing up, nice backswing. So working on mobility, shoulder, trunk. So this one's moving into the position and then moving back out, okay, not holding any particular position for any period of time. And obviously doing the other side as well. We're going to do it from the golf posture. We're going to do it from the split stance posture. Okay, so one foot forwards, one foot backwards. Still slight forward lean as if we're addressing the golf ball with one foot backwards. And then turn in and going again. Okay, this way a little bit more restrictive as the hips aren't going to be allowed to turn so much. So really kind of feeling this maybe a little bit more around the trunk, around the shoulder, trying to get that good sort of high position to finish. So there you go, some exercises with the TRX to have a go at. If you enjoyed these, then have a look at the on-demand content I have, which include even more TRX exercises and TRX workouts that you can do.